everyone loves a great story, and teens are no exception to that rule. If you look at some of today's most successful teen franchises, from the Batman movies to the Halo games to the Harry Potter books, they have one thing in common. They all start with great stories that we can't get enough of. These are brands that have created imaginary worlds steeped in mythology, rich in character, and told with multi-layered stories. Stories that are so resonant and rich, so liquid and deep, that you want to follow them. They've created immersive brand experiences that keep coming in. And that's the power of great storytelling. And that was the blinding glimpse of the obvious we had as we began to approach the Coke Teen campaign. Because Coke has its own unique story, and unlike the examples on the preceding page, it's actually a true story. It's a story that's been around for 125 years. It's a story that's steeped in its own mythologies and myths, with its own cast of eccentric characters that have created an enviable mystique for this brand. It's the story of Coke's secret formula, the story of pharmaceutical Dr. Pemberton, who created this drink to help alleviate the pains from his bleedings. He created a drink that both energized and refreshed him at the same time. It was a formula deemed so valuable that one of Coke's first presidents moved it in a great shroud of secrecy from New York to Atlanta, where he put it in a vault, where it remains to this day. It's a secret so valuable that actually only 2 people in the company are rumored to know it, each of whom only know half of the formula. Neither of whom are allowed to travel on a plane together, for fear of losing the formula. It's a formula valued at over $16 billion that people have repeatedly tried to reveal or steal. It's a story that still fascinates and compels, especially in the US. And a great example of this is a program that recently ran on a US radio station called NPR, where the announcer claimed to have laid his hands on the original Coke secret formula document, and that he was going to go on air and reveal it. The program apparently ran for 60 minutes. I severely doubt that, because I think our Coke lawyers got to him much sooner than that. But the story held such public fascination that it crashed NPR's website. It generated over 500 media stories, 5,000 blog posts, and an increase of Facebook fan page traffic by 6-fold. That's the part of a great story. Everyone was talking about Coke's secret formula. Everyone except teens, the audience that we most wanted to reach. We are a very familiar beverage to them, but we're ultimately just another option. In fact, they have no shortage of drink options available to them. Thousands promising the latest functional benefits, the latest flavors, the latest improved packaging. So our challenge was immense. How do you convince a 15-year-old to go steady with a 125-year-old? Hugh Hefner is still trying to figure that one out. And especially a brand that has remained unchanged for more lifetimes than these teens have yet to live. This is also a generation who grew up without experiencing the optimism and simple goodness that Coke stands for. To them, just another tagline. And so our challenge was immense, because we're not special to them the way we are to their parents' generation. It's a generation that has grown up valuing authentic brands and loving it, certainly love cool brands, but they also demand that brands do something for them. It's certainly a what have you done for me lately generation. So our second challenge was to make sure that the whole campaign platform of open happiness really delivered tangible emotional and functional value to them on a daily basis. Our mission was simple: get them to love our brand, but also to give the brand a mystique again, and to make it feel special to its fans. So of course we leaned into the secret formula, but we wanted to do it in a way that would introduce the brand and the product to this generation in a really fun, organic way, with a distinct 21st century media articulation. We developed the key wholesome. The #1 market for teen recruitment in the Coke system. Great results, but not good enough. 2010 was just the beginning. As Ivan mentioned, we wanted to move from conversation to transaction. We wanted to see how we could move brand love to actual transaction and purchase of the product itself. We used to be a really important part of teens' daily social ritual. Let's go grab a Coke was really part of the American vocabulary and shorthand for establishing a meaningful social connection, usually over a Coke at the local soda fountain. And we wanted to be part of that social ritual again. But today's soda fountain and youth gathering place is the digital and social media world. And teens' mobile phones is the center of their issues. We needed to ritualize Coke again, starting at that epicenter. And we wanted to do it in a way that tapped into another critical theme insight, the need for social recognition and customization. What I'm about to show you is a 3-minute film that's really a work in progress. Starting last year, we began to beta test and evolve a number of application-based experiences as well as digital applications that tapped into existing teen social behavior as well as the peer-to-peer networks that we leverage to get them to buy, purchase, and sample codes for each other.
I'm going to do some orange, strawberry, peach, grape, and how about some cherry? I'll call it fruit salad.
Mix that baby up.